Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Hits inside, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. 2nd and long here. This time they'll throw it. With the catch, it's Hamilton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, what a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defense.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Follows his blocks. It's Berry. Nowhere to go.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Left side is Green. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On the draw, it's Berry. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it. 1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second.
Number 8, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Sun Devils in the hurry-up.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hamilton. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate. It's Miller.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. That one's not even close. Second down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Handoff, Caden Durham. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. LSU quick to the line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offense.
Snags it down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Berry. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. From the gun. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And this one is perfect. But wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 8, set to kick this one away.
And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw on first. Still looking to his right. Out wide right, it's Harris. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Man, and one of the reasons this guy's dangerous is because if things get off schedule, he can still hurt you. There was no panic, right? He's not just going to take off and go running. He kept his focus downfield, spotted an open guy, and, man, delivered a strike.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Sun Devils will kick it away to start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Number 8, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throwing right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Second and long here. They'll move the tight end. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hamilton. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. Off and running. Inside the touchdown, ASU. Rolled into the end zone, and this a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Lucky to get it off.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Finds a crease, it's Berry. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Tigers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Drops back on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hamilton. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Second down to the air. Rolls right. Lets it fly. Right side, it's Miller. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo, making the adjustment. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Moving out to the right. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the air on second and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Brown. All over him immediately.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
After the run, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Arizona State! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. LSU has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Defense all over him.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
On the RPO, got him. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, LSU. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Wants to throw. It's Levitt. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
That keeps the score. LSU 30, Arizona State 18.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Out wide left, it's Harris. Turning it on. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line. It's a huge play as this offense rolling. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the right. Got a man, it's Harris. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Sun Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Escapes the pressure going right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. They want to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Fires to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
That keeps the score. LSU 30, Arizona State 24.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35.
First and 10.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
After after getting knocked back to open this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Out wide right, it's Wilson. Fakes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Now the Sun Devils calling their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into?
Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Tommy Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with Coach Dillingham pregame. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Send the tight end in motion. Got the quick completion. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Long way to go on second down. He'll go to the air again. He fires one deep down the right side. Pick off! What a play by this defense. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Straight ahead, it's ball. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides to the back. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it after 14. The Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Red pass is complete. Gets out of bounds after a big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks.
And he's in. Touchdown, Florida.
I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll line up for a second down play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They'll run this play from the pistol. He's changing the play. Second down, going to throw it. On the move. Looking down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Running inside, it's Hamilton. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Guys, look at this. Surprise, they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 91, set to pass on the fly.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback changing the play. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Harris. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. on the RPO. Just steamrolling the defense. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. When you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to Brown. Driven back.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. From the gun, it's Pryor. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Jones to throw. Right side, it's Ball. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Gators decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not a lot of room to field this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Left side is Miller. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Fires left. Just had to get rid of it.
Another off throw from this quarterback. If they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third and long right here. Enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He'll set up to throw. Rush is on. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Number 12, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw one first. Right side, it's Brown. Oh, what a cut! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Jones to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll move the wide receiver. Breaks the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Running right, it's ball. Stopped right there.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Jones wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it and make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Tells the run, wants to pass. Moves to his right. Throwing on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Out wide left, it's Miller. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Handoff for Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. First down, right back to Brown. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Out wide right, it's Hamilton. Touchdown ASU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
They'll line up to go for 2. Left side is Butler. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the 2-pointer is no good.
Number 12, set to kick it over.
Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gets the back moving. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
He's past the marker. Maybe a crease. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Motion from the wideout. Jones to throw. Caught behind. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Fires to the big fella. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the fourth quarter, go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Butler. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Snap it to the back. He's past the sticks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. First down for this offense. Changing the routes with his receiver. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Hamilton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Second and long here. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go with a direct snap. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Hamilton. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Hamilton. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. He's looking to pass. Flush to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Hamilton. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I love the offense thought they could be cute and get the ball in the perimeter to a speed guy. The defense said no way in heck. I know you had some success driving the football down the field. You are done. Shut down. Nice play by the defense.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. They'll move the tight end. Makes the grab for the 2. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Out wide right, it's Pryor. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And hey, who knows? Maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.